12-fold, beckoned by the bells of vengeance, spirits bold, a lover lost, a family torn, a solemn pyre raised to rob the slumbery heaven. Fire in your eyes, fire in your hearts, steel as you sound the horns of the war. You know the cost, for who shall mourn when light is quenched, that another might burn brighter? Let not
Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay, let's move my mouth. The door's so tiny, I always forget. Tee. Let me pause this. There we go. And game sound. Hello there, Marco. Welcome, welcome. And hello there to everyone else that's joining us on this fine afternoon. I hope we're all doing well today. I hope we're all doing fantastic. Anyways. Ugh. Shadowbringers. Oh boy. Things are ramping up. Oh, my bones feel stiff. Am I getting old? Is this what it feels like to get old, chat? Anyways. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Well, I guess we don't really have much in the way of choice, do we? Oh, okay. Just outside the area. I'm not going to waste the extra gil doing that. But yeah, how are we all doing? How are we all doing? Bum 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 bum. Doing good. Glad to hear it, Marco. Glad to hear it. How is story while it's gone? Fun as always. I've been enjoying Shadowbringers. I'm enjoying Shadowbringers overall more than I was enjoying Stormblood overall. Stormblood got really good at the end, but it had this dragged on at the start. So it's really nice that Shadowbringers, like, stepped that up. Plus, all the voice cutscenes and everything are so glorious. Let's see, what we got? Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. And you're sure you want to do this? Completely sure? Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. Haha, you bet it. You bet I can. When you put it that way, how could we not? Oh, God. Voice switched earlier. What is it again? It was slightly sophisticated, at least the way I was trying to do it. It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? I feel like the voices are off for some of these. We'll follow your lead. What route would you like us to have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Yulmoran airship coming in to land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Volthri's forces to Raktika. Meaning, we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now, Nabath Arang lies in the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. Oh. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mordsuk. Sook my balls. Okay, I'm childish. I am childish. Moving on. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path, It also makes for easier traversal of the Nabeth Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Yulmorans caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Valtry's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Yulmorans' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way, you'll have a chance at reaching Nabeth Arang unopposed and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Oh. Well then, we'll lead the work of distracting Valtry's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route, and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. Sounds good to me. We'll borrow a few Amaro for our own journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba bum bum bum. I just hear NyanLives God. Yeah, are you back here? Hi again. I thought I might see you back in. And look at you, dressed for the occasion and everything. Okay, let's see here. Best ring is just to head out. You're more than welcome to follow. And there's the click. There you go. Got the follow on. Okay. Hold on a moment. Here you go. It's a double chocobo, so go ahead. Oh wait, do we have to be in a party for that? Pretty sure friends things should work regardless, right? Okay, yeah. You do. Flip over party lead to me at least as well. Bum 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 bum. Hello again, Thancred. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? Ah, Thancred, you worry way too much. Hop on. There we go. Flight makes things so much easier in this game. Oh, it's over this way. Oh, just almost went right past it. Off so soon, Master Lives. You've barely had time to recover from the battle. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you. Let's do this. Voice cutscene? Oh yeah, voice cutscene. Ooh, I like that background music.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garik lie the hills of amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
Interesting. I wonder if that'll like play into like a dungeon where you hear like, you know, mining still, but no one's still around. Like some sort of haunted mine shaft or something. That'd be cool. Calling it right now. Okay. This place has been scared by the flood. This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing? Yeah, I said the wrong words. Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. I'm glad you're all enjoying it. We'll travel easier. Let's see. Yeah, I see there's that little area there. Ugh, the health bar. Falling damage. Love it. You sell? No, you are no merchant. But then, why do I know your face? Oh, I remember. You spent Volbot gold. Oh, yeah. Such a coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among more traders. You're a traveling merchant, then? Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garik. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Not now. No, now none. That's a good voice, actually. Thank you, Bluebirds. So Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free, even to friends of our best customer. Very nice. Thank you for your hospitality. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Those voices like that kill my throat slightly, though. I'll manage. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. Okay. Let's see what we got around here. Bum ba dum bum bum. For Nabathorang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Yulmarans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. That seems somewhat superfluous to do so. You dutifully make notes of Gongon's words.
It's wizard
Time, motherfucker! Fireball! Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabathorang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. Oof, I'm stumbling on my words a lot just then. You take that information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. You wish to go to Nabathorang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left, and no one to use it. You may search for it, if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. And back to Thancred. Ah, Nyan. I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabathorang. The Yulmoran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no sightings of Yulmorans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alisai's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? Yoink, 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 hand over. So these are our options? Well, what do you think? I'd say the trolley seems most feasible. It does seem to be the less risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunzun can offer some insight. Oh, valued customers, were there other mode of help? Of a fashion, they told us of a trolley that runs to Nabathorang, at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when first we asked? Yes, the gate you see, it is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone. The Telos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you travel east to Mount Buren Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. Oh, Jesus, everything's going dark. The sun. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Telos, it would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. We're off to Mount Brand then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Works for me. Okay. Mount Roulette. Let's see. Did I get a double person mount? I did not. One sec. Let me... You know what? We're going to go in true style. Indigo whale time. Truly, this is how to travel. I may not be able to fly in this area yet, but this is the only way to travel that's decent. Honestly, one of my favorite multi-person mounts so far. That I have, at least. Two Catboys with a whale mount. Hell yeah. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now, we need only follow it until we come to the mines. Oof. Trust in yourself, Nyan. You got this. You got this. Stop stopping yourself halfway through. Okay, looks like we just kind of go around? Yeah. Looks like it's quite the path. Please don't turn, please don't turn, please don't turn, please don't turn. I've realized how slow I actually move with mounts in this area. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It just wasn't letting you on. Oh, I'm gonna get seen. Ooh, I didn't get seen. Ugh. Oh, that one on the left. Oh, it turned just at the right time. Hell yes. Oh, sightseeing log. I think I kind of see how to get up there. Oh, grand. You know what? There we go. Thank you. Oh, I missed it. Just slightly off there. Gotta aim that a little bit better. Ah, yeah, that's right. Nope, I slipped. Jumped a little too early. I'm not used to the parkour for some of these. I know you can just, like, you know, if you get flight unlocked, I could just fly up to it. There we go. Slash lookout. And dealt with. And I could see the Aetheryte crystal from here. That's impressive. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance of the mines proper caught Urianja's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Sure. The cup is slightly warm, and a fair amount of tea steeped overlong, if the color's any indication, remains within. Yep. Ah, I was really hoping that wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, I didn't need to use that. Anyways. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. You know, for once I'd like my brain just to not stumble on a sentence. Yeah, this is not going to work out for you, Coyote. Nothing up here? Okay. Hehe, I just rode on the edge of that. Ah, there it is, the trolley car. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though, it is clearly old. It appears to be well maintained. Intonation is important, ladies and gentlemen. Intonation is important. It gives context to sentences. Yeah, that's not, when I think of a gnome, I don't really think of a giant hulking mass. Ah, Nyan, what hast thou discerned? The armor in Space Marines is unlocked. Oh, hell yeah, I told you it would be. I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance, and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. Oh! This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken. I know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gates. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might know how to repair the Talos. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Nyan, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. Interesting. Well then, let's go say hi, shall we? While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. Sounds good to me. Let's kick some ass. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore these guys for now. They're not my problem. Wow, ignoring your problems really does make them go away. Who'da thunk it? I knew that Desert Coyote was going to see me. Wicked White! Where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. Oh, fun. I got this one. I got my own little cheer squad in the background there. Anyways, back to it. Ah, looks like you guys dealt with the others. Lovely. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we'd need to steal? What? Some rusted bits of iron? Oh, I just skipped that by mistake. My brain. Bleh. A likely story. You look well. You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thaff! I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer, as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they... oh my words. Turned up here somehow? I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely... I think they're mocking us, if anything. Either that or they're just like, it's like a case of like Dumb and Dumber over here. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though, while I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabatharang. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley! You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. Oh no. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thaff, at your service. Technically, I'm a miner, and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport in these days. But that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make my heart sore, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we can do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine, then. Certainly seems that way. Ugh. My sleep was very broken up today, but I'll manage somehow. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though, if you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. I kind of knocked him the hell out. You think he'll be alright? That's, well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look, just in case. You go on ahead, Thaf. Alright, looks like it'll be just you lot and me, then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard. I know, right? Now that we've kind of, made friendlies with them, it's kind of awkward that I, beat the hell out of that one that was just there. Ooh. I generally thought they were just surrendering, but his passion for his cross sounds rather convincing. Yeah, it sounds like he might have just gone down with the ship. I know I'm going the wrong way, but I'm going this way anyways. I want to grab this ether eye crystal. Ooh, ether current as well. Well, apparently the rust and run thing is behind me, actually. Hey, yo. Oh, thanks. Okay, random mount time. Let's go. Hey, yo, I love this mount. I love the music for this mount. This one isn't a multi-person mount, I'm afraid. Ooh, nice mounts. What do you name this one, Nyan? I don't actually know. Does this mount have a name? It's Xanthos. Can you grab your suit? No worries. I'll just go at the end of the thing. Suits the music. Yeah, I'd say so. How you doing, by the way, Bluebird? You doing all right? Damn, that's smart. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Naught to be done about it now, though. I pointed your over-eager companions in the right direction, and they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it, Bluebird. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Okay. Now all we have to do... Oh, we have to go a bit further ahead before we're allowed to just go straight there. You two are gonna regret that one. I messed up on the route slightly. We have to go around. That's it. Deathclaw. Hey! How dare! I like this mount. It's so silly. It's so fitting for me as well. When I was playing this game on console, I never used this mount because the PS5 version uses haptic feedback, and the vibrations for this mount kill your hands. It is super uncomfortable. Wait a moment. I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, all right. Run! Huh? Oh. Oh man, Oblivion Trill is different, I remember. This is not Oblivion, damn you. Did you hear about the leak, Chroma? With the Bethesda leak, where they're actually planning to make an Oblivion, like, remake? People see it as nothing more than an, I haven't seen any images, I've heard of it. Did they actually find, like, screenshots, like, in-production screenshots? Whether they were real or not, I don't care much for Bethesda. That's fair. I mean, listen, Bethesda were really nice at one point, but they kind of fallen off in my opinion as well. Like, I don't have much hope for the next Elder Scrolls game. I'll probably buy it and play it, but I'm not gonna, like, hold my breath on it.
Sorry about that. I'll admit, I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to the Twine, though, so we should make it without further incident.
Okay, awesome. Am I finally able to... Yes, okay, I can finally just teleport to Twine. Thesda was hanging on by a thread after acquiring it. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, like, the Doom series is, like, the only thing keeping them afloat at the moment. And the DLC for Doom Eternal didn't hit nearly as well as they were hoping it would.
This is it! Welcome to Twine! The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines for that matter. The only residents that remain here are the destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go. Or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that.
Aha. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. Voice cutscene? No, too loud music. Doubtful. Yeah. Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you? Wicked white. If you're going to bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is deep in his cups.
These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabath-the-Reng, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see.
What? There's nothing in Nabath-the-Reng. Not anymore. Especially not for frail little girls. Give it up.
No, we must reach Nabath-the-Reng. I must.
Bah! So you have your heart set on it? The world doesn't care. The place is a ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. Have you got any Easter art lined up for tomorrow? I have old Easter art I'm going to be using. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabath-the-Reng. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No, I am sick of people asking me about that blasted thing. Leave me be. Damn. Moody McMoodison over here with his moody moods. We'll speak outside.
He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. And he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Urianger. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries.
Whoa, okay, I'm sorry. I did not mean to get so close.
Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble. And he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up, is all. And you? What did Magnus have to say? I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt into action, where our interest is not, but I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here if you like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood.
Man, with a Twitch stream, there are children watching.
You mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing what that Magnus is... Magnus? I don't see much point in being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what this situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you could help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work.
Works for me. Oh, it's up. Okay, I'm just gonna have a quick drink, everyone. How are we all doing, though? How's everyone? Much better. Ugh. Nope, don't want to lock onto that. Just give me a moment. I'm just going to look through some stuff in the background, and then we'll get back to it. Hello there, Jacob. It's been a bit. In the beginning, in the beginning. Bum 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 bum. Do. Everything seems to be looking good so far.
It's wizard
The time, motherfucker. Fireball. Just adjusting my macros right now for you, Viper. Ah, okay. I love that they made Viper essentially like Viper essentially just look like Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I love how I didn't finish that sentence. That like 2 seconds, brain ticking, brain ticking, brain ticking. Oh yeah, let's finish sentence now. Okay. And bum 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 bum. Give me a moment, everyone. I'm just having a look at something. Okay, I'm all good. I'm all good. Let's continue. Oh, have I got to grab the tools around the corner or something? Where? Oh, the thing. Yeah, okay. There's a... Yeah. There we go. I was very confused for a moment there. Bum, 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 bum. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant! Now, if you could hand me what we need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Mid-sized wrench. Thank you. This one will do nicely. Now, give me one moment and... I wonder what would have happened if I picked the other ones. There! I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track. This is gonna get ridiculous, isn't it? You set down the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, and open it once again. You're quite handy to have around, you know. As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. A rough file. Yes, a wood file's perfect. Let me even this out.
That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know.
It really is nice.
Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Naboth Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Naboth brought the Mistel engineers, who specialized in Talos, here to the hills. And wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, and there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry and disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here.
Works for me. I can manage that pretty easily.
Well, let's get to it.
Okay, vulture incoming. No worries, Marco. And that's that one dealt with. The last one is just down here. Wow, look, it's a desert vulture. Who would have thunk it? And that's that dealt with. We'll just head back down the track. It'll be faster. Hey! Mana cutter. Love it. What, do you think this mount's nice? Oh my word, the Alagan freaking cute, the sphere. How did you get that? Was it a PvP reward? Is it still available or is it no longer? Because I know they cycle the PvP rewards. It's in achievements. Okay, because I've wanted that mount for a while now. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted, and its cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child has always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again. So in his memory, they returned to Twine. Started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. Oh? Wicked White! Vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Uh-oh. He got spooked off. Ahem. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different, but, well, here we are. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. What do you make of it, Urianjay? Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us, 'tis true. But here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Feel like we're heading to another dungeon soon. It does feel like that. Indeed. Were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. 'Twill likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether. Well, if you think you can get that thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you, but what exactly do you reckon is the problem?
I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well then? To bridge these fissures require a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the tellers to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Debitage. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Works for me, if I get to whack something. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 constructions to the flow of ether in the Talos, and thus would I ask you provide 3 stones in the Debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Let's do this! Big stretch. Okay. Hold on a moment. I saw something. Where are you? Which one are you? You. Yes, okay, you're one of those. I'll do those in my own time. As normal. Okay. Just get rid of this thing as soon as I can, and we can continue onwards. There we go. Back up we go, which I am too lazy to walk up there, so I'm going to use 100 gil, because it's cheap as hell. Thank you, Marco, for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Marco, if you could at some point, I would love it if you could be my guide for PvP. It would be very useful to me to have someone who's actually, you know, might be decent at actually letting me know how that all works. Because I've tried doing it, and all I seem to do is just die over and over again. Without, like, seemingly doing much impact. I am very bad at PvP. Thancred and Minfilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the Debitage? Here you go. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Minfilia's return. Aye, aye. From end to end, the paths by which ether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require a sufficient endowment. Here we go. Come on. Wakey, wakey. It's not moving. Strange. The core refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core ether throughout this massive frame. Failing to its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all! Thou didst foresee this outcome? Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was a real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turn out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. Alright, alright. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Bam, 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 bam. Love the level up. Love a good level up. No worries, Marco. Marco, I don't know if you heard me, but I had said I would love it if you could be my guide for PvP at some point. Because I feel like I hit my head against a wall whenever I try it, and I don't actually, like, contribute to my team much. Like, I have no idea what I'm really doing. Right then, the Talos. Their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Hello, Zeal! Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. I'd appreciate it, Marco. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Thaf or someone else. So you need to do those near raids. Yes, we will do the near raids when we finish with Shadowbringers. Back to the tavern, then. Without making it too complicated, now PvP skills work. Yeah, I appreciate it. At some point. Not right now, though. It'll be in our own time. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... I'm here to ask about the heart and what happened. What? Goddamn, Jarek! You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing that Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. Played this game since ARR and I've done PvP a handful of times. I'm so green with it. Yeah, I just kind of feel like I'm just dying over and over again without really doing much.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know.
I love how I gave him a high-pitched voice, and this is how his voice is. This is my favorite part about the voicings, is finding out what they actually sound like and how far it is from what the voices I give them.
When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed.
Oh.
We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body.
Oh yeah, all the male Lala have the deepest voices.
Magnus
You're
has never been the
goddamn
same
right,
since.
Zeal. Holy hell.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
Oh. Man's lost everyone.
What? Oh, you again.
Hello, Magnus.
How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow the bottle's never deep enough.
Oh,
No bottle
man.
is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost.
Darklight, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's having a fantastic time. Thank you so much. For those who don't know, I'm Nyan, multiversal cat detective at your service. What were you up to, Darklight? Were you doing more, doodles? Or like drawings and that? Or were you playing Genshin? Because with you, it's either one or the other. I suffered with Genshin, and so you
Not
were
like
playing.
Not my own flesh and blood.
You were playing Devil May Cry 3, and someone didn't let me know. I gotta go back and watch you start. I've gotta go and watch that VOD later.
I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter.
Darklight, you're an amazing artist. You really should stop being hesitant in your own skill. Our mission 4 and easy and failing.
But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers.
This is stuff that was happened before even I am able to see. This was in 1.0 events.
I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on for those we have lost for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Areng.
Come on, man. What would they want?
Rubbish.
Screw you too, buddy.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
But is that what she wants? That's the question you haven't asked yourself yet. He knows the answer. Anyways, how is everyone doing? How are we all doing? We all having a good time? Anyways, full well did I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must needs procure a new heart for the Talos. Thaf, knowest thou any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you near all of the veins were tapped dry years ago. Though I suppose, if you really wanted to try, you might find something at Nuvi's leavings. Working on a backdrop for my Bunny Girl piece, so that's New Hell in which I dwell. Good luck with that. It was open well before Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Guthjun, and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Nyan, I think it best Thancred join thee in this search. Though he would be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil, and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. Good idea. Off to somewhere, are you? Yeah, to go find the heart pieces we need. At last, a lead on the stone we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Happy to have you along, Thancred. Wait, am I actually starting to like Thancred? Oh my god, everyone was right. Oh my god, everyone was right. I've stopped hating Thancred. What? When did that happen? What? Oh no, Ashen. I just realized I've stopped disliking and hating Thancred for now what I feel is no reason. What? When did my opinion shift so rapidly? Is this normal? Does everyone else get this as well? Where they just kind of realize at one point that they just stopped disliking him? Ha. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Nuvi's leavings was to the south, was it? Let's get going. Oh yeah, my behemoth mount. I wouldn't know. I just started to pay attention to Shadowbringers. Listen, Ashen, we're gonna have a serious discussion about you and not, like, you know, skipping dialogue through ARR, Heaven's Ward, and Stormblood. Like, fine. Heaven's Ward, I mean, ARR, fine. But Heaven's Ward? Come on. That isn't the caked up one. Wait. Hold up a moment. Oh yeah, it's fighting, fighting Mark. No. Like, I can understand skipping Realm Reborn. I can understand it. I don't agree with it, but I can understand it. The way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving, though we should probably hear what Guthjon has to say before we celebrate, assuming we can find him, that is. Okay. Into the mines we go. Hee hee. The thing is, with enemies like this, yeah, you could farm them for, like, items or XP or something, but when you get to a certain level in Final Fantasy XIV, you don't need to level from enemies, or you never really need to level from enemies, past, like, level 14? Well, I paid attention during Stormblood when it was leading to Tsukiyomi because she was cute. Tsukiyomi was an amazing trial.
Who are you? And what are you doing in here? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time.
But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left.
I should explain. The stone you're looking for is Ionine. All of the Talos in the Hills of Amber are powered using them. Or were at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use Talos to keep the gate pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off.
Then our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of Ionine that might have been overlooked.
I suppose there may be one other way.
Well, don't leave us in suspense.
What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange.
Fine. What do you want?
The other day I found a Volbert gold piece down in the mines. A bloody Volbert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. It seems we have our work cut out for us, Nyan. Thankfully, I have an idea of how we might hurry things along. Go on, then. I'm listening, Thancred. As I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it'll be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these sun drops. They'll help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in, and I'll handle this area here. I'll retrace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drop's effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. Okay then. Search the shadows but find nothing. Perhaps the gold piece lies elsewhere. Oh, lovely. It's a gnome following me. Ah, I've been interrupted. I was hoping I could do this without getting interrupted, but anyways. Find nothing. Yeah, it's the same line as before. Let's try down this way then. As you search the shadows, a glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find the Vobor gold piece. Awesome. Let's head back then. Ah, lovely. I'm just going to keep moving. It'll lose interest eventually. Okay, there we go. Let's just make our way over to them again, and we're all good. I was hoping he dropped the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Here you go. Or maybe she is. Yours, at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. Come now, Thancred. You were far more prepared for this task than I. No more than usual, I assure you. I only managed to survive the Coerthan wilderness in the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood, and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louis Soir, I imagine. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me, and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Now let's hurry and see that return to Guthion, and the sooner we get back to Urianger and Minfilia, the better.
You're back! Wait, does that mean... Ta-da-da-da-da-da!
1 Vothorn gold piece.
I'll be damned. You actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal, but don't think this means you'll find what you're after. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me.
Okay. Ah.
Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you're not come to hear my grievances. You're off to Ionine. Oh, Ionine.
Weird name.
First, I have to ask, you ever heard of rockworms?
Rockworms? I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers.
Aye, that they do. Wherever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer for your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down where we could never hope to reach. And on occasion, they come back with something valuable.
They dig up Ionine from in the mines?
It's a rare occurrence, but yes, that said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes.
Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So how can we draw out these rockworms?
Over by that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look.
Oh, my throat. We could split up if we should split up if we're to cover more ground, as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see the parts between them. Whew, I'm gonna get lightheaded in a moment. So I play Fortnite while AFK in Final Fantasy. Wow. Surely that is the way with this game. Listen, I have a battle pass to grind. You know, that's fair. I really should get back to that game as well. I'm trying not to trigger him. Ah, I triggered him. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You'll lose interest. Oh, sad they let save the world die. I actually loved it. Isn't Save the World still in the game, though? Okay, you know what? Fine. And smoke bomb. Place it down right here. Now we have a look. Is, but I don't think they updated it or done any new events. They've just been recycling past events. Ah, that's fair. I mean, it's not like it makes them much money, to be honest, so... Which is surprising, because it's like the only part of like Fortnite that isn't free to play. Yeah, I thought you would. You run away, Golem. I don't want to fight you. Welcome back to the game, Marco. You got them. Huh. Odd that it's still here. I'll come back to this one. Oh, I forgot the extra spawn at the end. Come on, there you go. Okay, yeah, there's one more in that one in the center. Oh, there it is, hiding over here. Awesome. That's that all sorted. Thank you, Marco.
There you are. Find anything promising? Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friends. It's gonna take time for me to sift through all of this.
Okay, well, we got all the time in the world. Voice cutscene?
You may not remember this about Armin Filia, but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner.
Really?
After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work, and became every drunkard's best friend.
Can't imagine she thought too highly of you back then.
Not too highly, no. She once called me a wine-sodden wharf rat. Wouldn't have been half as galling had it not been so accurate.
I can see it now.
But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this.
Oh?
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky.
Oh?
It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
What?
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schoolie.
Oh.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife.
Oh
She
my
found it.
words.
She really found it.
Wow.
She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Yeah, none of those red dyes are actually any good. The only red dye I need is Dalamud Red. That is my condition for using dyes on things in this game. When it comes to red dye, it has to be Dalamud Red. Otherwise, it just looks awful. It's always like bleached and ugh. Anyways.
I wouldn't believe it had I not seen it for myself. Before you set it in the Telos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years, he's believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain.
We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Gudjon, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. Right. One moment, everyone. I just got to do something for someone. Yes, yes, I'm doing it now for you, Nova. Come on. Bum ba dum bum bum. Come on, just prepare it already and start up the server so that you can play her Minecraft. Okay, loading. It's starting up now. Okay, Nova, it's online. You may go ahead and join the server. There you go. Okay, everyone, let's get back to the Final Fantasy, shall we?
What? Oh, it's you. If you'd come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before it won't run, and you wouldn't listen.
Oh, but it will. Now that we have this. How dare you, Ashen? Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus. From Agna.
No. No, she couldn't have. Agna.
I know, right?
Take it. Do with it what you will.
Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but...
I said take it. It was you who found it. You who needs it. Looking at that stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be.
I hope you'll be there when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Well, Thancred, let's get on. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Urianger? Of course. I will happily do so. Okay. Thou art returned, and with Ionine, it would seem. As promised, the Talos hath been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no small part to Jarek, Thaf, and Minfilia. At last we shall return time to the timeless, this sentinel of stone, that we may press on towards Naboth Orang. Very good. Now, let us begin.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, Golem should be restored to life.
Your facial hair is wild,
All right, then.
Orianjay.
Whenever you're ready.
Let's do this. Oh. It's alive!
It's working! It's working! Magnus!
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't. I can't.
Poor Magnus.
What troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone.
That's not true, and you know it.
Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell overlong on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. and we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice, and thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith. Have faith, and all will be well.
Go to her.
Not today.
This is the one thing I'm still angry at him over. I honestly would just punch him right here and now, if I could. Just so if I knew it would knock some of the cobwebs loose in that small head of his. I don't know what it is, but I love the way he talks. It's so soothing. Yeah, Urianger talks very lovingly, like when he needs to. Like he has a way of words. It's the wise man way of speaking. That's what it is. He doesn't judge. He doesn't, you know, contradict your own thinking. He just explains in the way he sees things. In the best way to soothe your own troubles.
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors.
Ugh, Emmett Selch.
That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance. I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time. Not that my compeers would agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel.
Mm-hmm.
Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing? The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir.
Shut up, Emmett.
Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for his energies. And I'm not in the habit of pointing him at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of him, are you?
We have history, after all.
You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you?
Oh, that's the question, isn't it? That's the one that's, like, very obvious to anyone who's actually, you know, played the game. And pays enough attention.
The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate, and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. much less in possession of his mortal flesh. Not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of sacrifices yet unmade. The parting gift of brave heroes who will one day give their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
Mine apologies for the delay. Minfilia and I had a private matter to discuss, which bringeth me to the question. How didst thou find Thancred during your search?
He seemed pretty alright.
He spoke of Minfilia? Of his own accord? I see. 'Tis well that he did, and with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. Mine intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede, a regret I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end, he refused to heed my counsel. A time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and Nabathareng await.
Okay, everyone. Okay. We've been going for about 2.5 hours now. I think we can call it for now. I think that's a good point for us to stop for now. So next time, obviously, next time we continue, we'll be making our way towards Amathareng. And yeah. We will go and see what happens to little Minfilia over here. But that'll be for the next time. So, we are going to go and raid someone now. Oh yeah, next stream we're definitely going to have a dungeon. But for right now, we're going to go raid someone. So I'm going to throw us on the end screen and everything. So if you don't have access to the emotes, this is your raid message. If you do have access to emotes, this is your raid message. Please go prepare your appropriate raid message. If you haven't already, be sure to follow so you can keep track of the content. Thank you for the raid again, Darklight. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I will see you all next time. I'll be posting my schedule tomorrow evening as per usual, but until then, I will catch you all next time. Goodbye.